Hello, my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today, I want to talk about data privacy and Australia's ban on children on social media 16 and under. So, in December of 2024, Australia actually did an amendment to their online uh, Safety Act of 2021. And this particular amendment is to disallow children who are 16 and under to be on social media. Australia is actually the first country to take this particular step. We have seen other countries actually take steps around children online, especially around creating maybe more obligations for companies in terms of how they interact with children between the ages of 13 and 18. But Australia actually is the first country to actually do a ban of children 16 and under on social media. So this particular amendment, it has pretty big fines. So they have fines for systemic problems or issues that platforms have around children of these ages, up to 50 million Australian dollars. And then they also have fines for per incident or per occurrence types of failures that the social media companies have around these children, which is around 555,000 Australian dollars. Also, one of the most striking parts of this law is very different, is that Australia is saying that companies can't ask people to provide a government issued ID to be able to do this type of verification. So this again is very striking. This is something we haven't yet seen articulated in law, but we are seeing lawsuits around the world around age and age verification, where jurisdictions are trying to hold companies more accountable to their actual knowledge of the person. So, for example, let's say a person says maybe they're over, say they're over 17, but as they're using the platform, they start to put in content where it says, hey, my birthday, I'm 10 years old and this is my birthday. Or there are things about the way that they interact on a platform that should give the companies who are using this data an indication that the person is probably not the age that they say that they are. This is going to be very interesting. Australia has given these companies up to a year to figure out the best way to do this and implement this. I think that we're going to start to see other jurisdictions to pick up on this. As a matter of fact, we know that Five Eyes countries, of which Australia is one of them, this includes the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, they tend to do legislation in similar fashion. So I don't think it's a coincidence that Australia, the UK, and even the US is looking more closely at child online data practices and data privacy practices. So it remains to be seen what happens with this law. I hope to see more companies try to use actual knowledge as opposed to trying to have someone use a government issued ID, because I think that creates more risk for individuals as they're giving that type of data to these different companies. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Also, one of the interesting things about these types of legislations is that when we see a success or failure of these types of laws in different countries, we also see other countries tend to copy that. So I think jurisdictions are going to be looking very closely at Australia to see how this pans out and if these types of laws can work in different jurisdictions around the world. That's it. Thank you.